Hello everyone, and welcome to Ace Advice, where you get occasionally useful life advice from your favorite asexual auntie, me. Today, what we're going to be talking about is the basics of asexuality. It's becoming a more commonly known phrase, or a term, but there's still a lot of questions, so I'm here to clear some of them up for you. To start off with, what is asexuality? Well, that's simple. Asexuality is just someone who does not feel sexual attraction. One of the major things that people don't understand about asexuality is the difference between sexual attraction and romantic attraction. Now, this is actually the reason that it took me so long to realize I was asexual. Because in our society, people talk about romantic affection as if it's exactly the same as sexual affection. They go together hand in hand, and no one explains the difference. Romantic attraction is meeting someone and caring about them, wanting to be with them. Bradley. Care about each other. Bradley. Maybe even talk to each other. Bradley. I know, it's very difficult to imagine, especially for you straight couples out there. I know this is something that your community just hasn't quite figured out yet, but don't worry, you can do it. I believe in you. Sexual attraction, on the other hand, is a little bit different. When I hear sexual attraction explained, it sounds to me like an involuntary response. I've had people tell me, well, I didn't know this person, I didn't care about this person at all. But boy, was he hot. And that's okay. It's okay to feel that way. But it's also okay not to. In fact, I find sexual attraction very strange. It seems to me a lot like walking into a museum and setting eyes on an incredible piece of artwork. Something that just really speaks to your very soul. From that moment on, your life is different because you look at the world differently. That artwork made you view yourself and the world around you in an entirely new way. It changed you, maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. Maybe it was just a little change, or maybe a big one. But any way you slice it, that piece of artwork is important. It resonated with you all the way into your heart. Sexual attraction, to me, sounds a lot like walking in and seeing that beautiful artwork and having the first involuntary subconscious instinct be, I'm going to put my dick in that painting. Hopefully that helps you understand why sexual attraction is kind of strange to me. Now, of course, as someone who's never experienced it, I do really want to hear from those of you who are allosexual. And for those of you that don't know, allosexual is just the word that means not asexual. But Katie, if sexual attraction and romantic attraction are different, does that mean that asexual people can fall in love? Yes! 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 Isn't it amazing? The incredible thing about people is that you can love someone and never, ever stick your hand down their pants. There are people who are asexual who are also aromantic. There are people who are aromantic that are not asexual. There are people that are asexual that are not aromantic. Now, I'm not aromantic, so I'm not going to talk very much about the experience of it because it's not something I've lived. That's up for someone who is aromantic to do. That's their story to tell, and not mine, which is why I mind my own business. Now, here's another question. One that seems to confuse a lot of people, and that is, but what if I like to masturbate? What if I like to have sex? Can I be asexual? Yes. The answer is yes, because sexual attraction and sexual desire are not the same thing. So someone who's asexual may really enjoy the physical act of sex. A libido is just how often you want to have sex. Maybe you don't have one. That's okay. Maybe you have a really high one. That's also okay. Maybe you're somewhere in the middle. That's fine too. What I'm getting at here is that I don't give a flying fuck how often you orgasm. There are asexuals that fall under the sex-happy category, under the sex-repulsed category, and there are also many asexuals that are just kind of like, sex is nice, but so is garlic bread. Just because I don't look at someone and think, damn, I want to tap that ass, does not mean that I'm not willing to engage in an activity that makes me and my partner happy. Now, if you are dating an asexual who is in fact sex repulsed, I have a tip for you. Don't be a fucking rapist. It is okay to look at yourself in the mirror and admit what is and is not important to you in a relationship. If physical intimacy is important for you, you have to be upfront with your partner about that. Consent is still important. Your asexual partner may be perfectly happy to have sex with you once they know you well enough. Maybe they're never going to want to, and that's fine. If the most important thing in a relationship to you is getting your weenie touched, then maybe that partner is not for you. But you cannot pressure your partner into doing something with you just because you like it.
Bradley.
In sum, my sweet summer children, what is important for you to know from this video is that asexuality exists, that it's okay to be asexual, and that it's okay to be asexual and still fall in love and still want to have sex with the person that you love. Or also maybe just the person you hooked up with at a motel. You know what? I'm not going to judge. You live your life. I am proud of you. There are a lot more questions about asexuality to answer. These are just the first few. But that's okay, because I'm still here. I'm probably not going away. Thank you for watching, and please, if you have questions regarding asexuality or any other part of the queer community, please message and ask. Or maybe just comment on this video. That's okay too. I am here to answer your questions. I'm here to help you. Unless you're an absolute ask a question respectfully, and I will give you a respectful answer. If you're I'm going to take your bigotry and shove it right back up your where it belongs. Until next time, Asexual Aunty, signing off.